Hello and welcome to Forza Motorsport 7 Challenge. Now this is a Honda Civic and it costs in the game around 40,000 credits. Now admittedly it's not the worst car in the world, it's actually pretty good, but there are other cars that cost around the same that are worse. For example, the old Honda Civic costs exactly the same as this one. So that got me thinking, what is the best car you can get for 40,000 credits in this game? So this is what happened. So I decided to go with a Mitsubishi Starion and Kieran with a AMC Pacer. Now he was actually having quite a lot of difficulty finding a car, at least a decent car that he liked, for under 40,000 credits, hence why he went with the Pacer. I believe it's one of the cheapest cars in the game, costing like 20,000 credits or something like that. Mine costed 25,000 credits, started off as a D-Class, his started off as an E-Class. And mine, with all the upgrades on and stuff, is a B-Class, and his is a D-Class. So, yeah, this was quite an interesting race. And if you couldn't tell already, basically one of us is going forwards around Brands Hatch, one of us is going backwards around Brands Hatch. I was going backwards as we just cross over there, and it is quite hard driving around a track that you know really rather well, and going the right way around, but going around it the wrong way, as you will see in a second here as I come around the last corner. This is usually a downhill section here, but obviously it's an uphill section going the wrong way, and I get the braking wrong and sort of slam into the wall there. But the finish line is just a few hundred feet away, as Kieran is just coming around the last corner as well, but it's a bit too late and I cross the line and smack into him, so I win that first challenge. So the next challenge with our cars would be a drag race, but as you can probably tell, not a normal one. Now, because I figured that this is a cheap car challenge, well, cheap in massive quotation marks, well, you start off in the game with 100,000 credits, and I figured that if you're maybe completely and utterly new to the Forza franchise, you might not know how to drive the car, so I figured we'll do a drag race off the road. So I've come to Virginia, and, well, that's the finish line gone. Those little Michelin boards there, as Kieran comes across the line and finishes in a rather spectacular style by rolling into the wall. Now the next challenge would be another race, but as you can probably tell again, not a normal one because, well, we're driving really slowly. Basically for this race what we have to do is keep our car in one gear. So basically for me, I was in 5th gear, Kieran was in 3rd gear, that's why he just passed me, because he has a sort of better gear, because both our cars have 5 gears, and I chose 5th gear for the sort of more high speed sections, because Top Gear does have quite a bit of high speed sections, so I chose that gear as Kieran goes quite a bit on the grass. You'll find in this race that he does go on the grass quite a bit. As we're coming through Chicago, we both kind of cut the corner, but it doesn't really work out for Kieran as he sort of goes on the grass again. So now it's just a drag race up to Hammerhead basically, and surprisingly he doesn't overtake me. I mean, he bumps me a little bit, but that doesn't really affect me that much, as as we're speeding along basically neck and neck coming up to Hammerhead. I turn in and, well, that happens. Because he's in a really rather strong American car and I'm in a really, well, not really light, but quite light Japanese sports car, there was really only one outcome to happen there, as he goes through the tyres a little bit further on in the race, and I'm still, well, probably going through the follow through at this point. But even Kieran said that he didn't like his Pacer, just because it was so bad to drive apparently. But yeah, here's the rest of my race. Now the final challenge would be a demolition derby, which I was kind of, well, not hoping I'd win, well, hoping I'd win, but not really expecting I'd win, seeing as, well, what happened in the last round, the last challenge anyway. Yeah, basically, I put it to, in this challenge, if Kieran won, then basically whoever won this challenge, it was winner takes all, because if Kieran won this challenge, then the whole video would be a draw, and that would be quite boring, so I just thought this would be a winner takes all. And well, you can see me going in for a big hit sort of going forward, which is a bad idea because, well, that's where my engine is, and I killed basically everything in my car doing that. You can see everything is 100% damaged, and well, Kieran then basically just took the rest of the of that round challenge thing to just bully my Mitsubishi as him and his AMC Pacer. I'm not actually sure how much damage he took, but it must have not been too much, as he just continues to bully my my Mitsubishi, and he goes in for again. Now the reason he's doing it in reverse is because he's actually smart, and well, I say that as he goes in forwards, but it's because his engine's in the front. But yeah, he wins that challenge. So the scores for this challenge are, well, basically a draw, but because I put the last challenge to a winner takes all, Kieran wins this challenge. So the last thing I wanted to do in this video was see if my Mitsubishi and Kieran's AMC were faster than the Honda Civic Type R that you can get for pretty much the same amount of money that me and Kieran built our cars for. Now, I'm just going to mention again that my Mitsubishi is around mid B class, Kieran's is around mid D class, and the Honda Civic is actually the exact same performance index as Kieran's car, so this was quite interesting, as you can just see my Mitsubishi sliding through that flat out section now. All three cars were flat out through there. You don't really use the brakes through that section until you come into these sort of more twisty section. As you can see, obviously my Mitsubishi is ahead, but it's a more interesting race between the Honda and the AMC. As you can see, they're pretty much neck and neck through these twisty sections here. But the Honda does suffer from understeer because it is front wheel drive and the AMC is not. And I think they're pretty similarly matched on power. The AMC has about 190, Honda has about the same as well. So Mitsubishi coming through the last corner gets a little bit of understeer on the way out, but overall pretty good. And then the Honda and the AMC coming through, the Honda gets really bad understeer coming through there as well, and then it's just basically a drag race up to the finish line. The Mitsubishi is clearly ahead and crosses the line in first place, and then it's just a race between the AMC and the Honda, and the AMC just beats the Honda. So here's what that has done to the leaderboard. Now, the AMC Pacer comes in 8th place, beating the Abarth 695 Apostle, but amazingly, my Starion came 6th, beating the M2 and nearly beating the V8 Vantage, admittedly from 20 years ago, but still, that is pretty impressive. So to answer the question of can you get a good car for 40,000 credits in this game, well, it really depends on what you like. If you like ramming people and crashing into people, get an AMC Pacer, but if you like going faster around the track, get a Mitsubishi Starion. So that is it for this Forza Motorsport 7 challenge. If you have enjoyed it, please make sure to like, comment and subscribe if you're ready to my channel. Until the next video, goodbye.